Hustle paid the price. Want a slice. Got to roll the dice. That's why all my life I've been grinding all my life.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Club Shay Shay. I am your host, Shannon Sharp. I'm also the proprietor of Club Shay Shay. The guy that's stopping by for conversation and a drink today is one of the funnest comedians of his generation. He performs to sold-out crowds nationwide and internationally. The maestro of improvisation. He's one of the hosts and creators of the hit podcast Improv Show 85 South, which debuted #1 on Netflix. A popular and talented stand-up comedian, an actor, rapper, podcaster, writer, entertainer, host extraordinaire,
Hey,
a
Shannon,
versatile performer, a fan favorite, a force to be reckoned with in the entertainment industry.
That's what makes him a
fearless,
good,
the hilarious
good host.
K. Carlos Miller.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
What'd he do?
Man, chilling, man.
Yo, lady. This man told me, oh, we're gonna start at 10 o'clock. What time is it?
Man, it's about 10 something.
About 10 something.
About 10 something.
10 something to 12.
It's about 10 something, man. Hey, you be telling these people this.
Oh, my bad. He was on time.
I was on time. I was in wardrobe. We'll get my together.
This man told me he in wardrobe. He got a sweat on and some black. Bro, I brought some of my cognac here, man, for you. Because, bro, what you've been able to do coming from Oxford, Mississippi, we're gonna talk about Oxford, Mississippi.
Oxford, Mississippi, man.
God damn.
Oh yeah. You know, Oxford, we growing, we blowing up.
Y'all ain't blowing.
Man, DK from Oxford.
Okay, you a DK.
DK Metcalf from Oxford.
You gonna leave me drinking about
No,
myself?
absolutely not, man. Hey, you got your own yak.
We gonna send you with a bottle too.
I need some, man, because, hey, you know, motherfuckers be coming on here cutting up. Motherfuckers been cutting up on here. They blaming this whole 2024 on your show.
That's what they said.
Man.
I ain't do nothing, though.
Hey.
I just asked a question.
Hey.
You gonna cut up?
They said you had something to do with it.
Man, look.
That's smooth.
I thought we was gonna sip.
No, we just gonna knock that on.
You gonna knock it
I'm
out.
gonna sip. I ain't gonna, because I won't be able to finish this interview.
Is this live? We on live?
Yeah.
This is my first time watching. I know a lot of people that seen the junk. This is my first time watching.
Going crazy. Oh, you showing out, man.
Yeah,
I got before we even get into it, I'm gonna tell you wildin'.
Yeah,
You wildin'.
Yeah, I ain't anticipate being this kind of part of 24.
Man. Yeah, you showed out in 2024. You all on live with it.
Man,
You trending? I know you don't be on social. You ain't seen none of this, huh?
No, I hadn't seen that part. I heard about that part.
Man.
I don't need to see it.
I'm telling you, they going crazy over there, huh?
I was out there bad.
You trending and everything.
I ain't trending. I ain't gonna
You
trend
ain't see
no
the trending topic? Talk her through it.
more.
Yeah, they showing out. Miss B Nasty done hit me, talking about what's up with Unc and everything.
Oh, she hit you?
She hit. I know her.
You know her?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
Since you said her name, she been trying to reach back. You ain't caught none of her traction, though.
I ain't caught none of it.
Take her shopping or something.
Was she shopping?
No.
Oh.
I ain't told
Some of
Shannon to
that
take her
NFL money on
shopping.
that.
I ain't got no NFL, but I'm 20 years past that, Carlos.
You ain't spent all that NFL
Oh,
money.
no, I ain't spent it all. I
You
got a
ain't
little
spent.
bit.
You from small town Georgia. Sterling ain't let you spend all that money, man.
Let's talk about your upbringing. Grew up in Oxford, Mississippi.
Absolutely.
Obviously, University of Mississippi is located there, so that's a college town.
Yeah.
So what was Carlos growing up in Oxford, Mississippi like?
Man, it was always a constant hustle, man. You know, Ole Miss was right there, so it's so many things that I got into, like selling drinks at the game, breaking down tents, parking, construction. My stepdad from the country,
Right.
so we always had something to do. You know what I'm saying?
So you always had a hustle going on,
Always had
even
a
as a child.
Absolutely. So when I got into the comedy game and I started getting my foot in the entertainment industry, you know, I parlayed that into the 85 South show, into my own studio, into things like that. So that's where the grind comes from. That's where the entrepreneurship comes from.
So when you were growing up, what did you want to be growing up? I mean, you had all these odd and end jobs. Like you said, you're selling drinks at the football stadium. You breaking down tents. You're doing all these things. What did you want to be when you grew up?
I think I always wanted to be a comedian, but since it's such a small town in Mississippi, I've never seen anybody in the entertainment world. So I didn't know that was
That was impossible.
something you could make a living doing.
Right. So Did you play sports growing up?
Play some sports.
Because DK is from Oxford also. Did you know DK growing up?
Absolutely, bro.
Okay.
DK used to live right across the street from my auntie. I used to see him every day when he was a little boy. He used to just be standing in the screen door, back and forth, throwing the football with. His pop played football.
Yes.
And was a dog.
Mm-hmm. So, he was offensive lineman, if I'm not
absolutely
mistaken.
like one.
The opportunities for a cybersecurity professional are near endless.
ECPI University cybersecurity graduate, Aaron.
I needed the flexibility of an online program, but I wanted to learn hands-on, and ECPI University provided that. The virtual
one of the first round draft picks out of Ole Miss. So Terrence Metcalf, he was a dog, bro. So yeah, I played a little sports, did a little running, a little cross country. I've been this size forever. So once you get hit by somebody who going to the league, you pretty much give up on all that.
So you gave it you know what? I ain't gonna get much bigger than this. Ain't no sense in me.
Yeah, I was way better
Me too,
at
I
talking.
ain't getting no bigger than this.
Way better at comedy than any sport I ever played.
You have 8 brothers and sisters. So what was it like growing up in a family of that size?
It was dope because it's the country, man. Everybody is at grandma's house. And everybody getting the same ass whooping. It was just dope being, from a big family like that. Having brothers, like all my brothers are huge, man. So.
Where do you fall at in the pecking order? You the oldest? You in the middle? You at the end?
I'm the oldest.
You the oldest? 8?
Yeah, man.
Well, you had it because you like the second father because you got to make sure all the younger ones stay in line because if they get out of line, they're going to blame you because you the oldest one. You know better.
But you got to keep in mind, all my brothers are over 6 feet tall.
Oh.
So my little sister bigger than me. I'm the
So
oldest.
you can't tell nobody what to do.
I'm the oldest, but I'm the smallest. Exactly. My mom had better insurance by the time she had them.
Now, high school. So what? Were you always a class clown? Were you always a comedian? Were you always trying to be funny, or is this something that you kind of developed as you aged?
In the beginning, it's not like you're trying to be funny. Like I was dead ass serious. You get called on to read and everybody laughing, but I'm reading, but it's funny. So like I never really got in trouble for being funny in school. So that was the real launch pad.
Hell no, I got in trouble.
Just wild and talk. Because they knew I was going to do my work. So
how old were you when you left Oxford? What made you decide to say, man, I like Oxford, my family's here, but I need to get out of here if I'm going to do what I want to do?
What made me leave? My dad used to live in Atlanta.
Okay.
So he used to always come to Atlanta. So it was always like my second home. And then I got this job. I was a firefighter, for real.
Hold on. You were a firefighter. You went to school. You went to trade and everything.
Absolutely. It was a dope-ass job.
Carlos Miller as a firefighter?
And then I quit.
Hell no. Carlos
You didn't quit on the job. You wait till you put the fire out and got everybody out, and then you quit.
I kind of quit on the job.
Stop the cap.
How the hell that worked?
The chief came to me and was like, Los, we got to go in. And I didn't want to go in the fire, so I was like, I'm not going in there.
You do realize that's a part of being a firefighter. You got to run into that.
We was going to fight fire from the outside. Like, we was just going to fight.
So you going to use the water hose, you going to spray it from
outside. I never thought about going in the fire.
Oh.
And once I found out we had to go in, when we got back to the station, he was like, I feel like we're going to have to let you go. And I was like, I feel the same way.
I feel like I quit, but you can let me go.
Yeah, you can let me go. You can go on there. I completely understand. So that didn't work out. Then I drove some trucks for a little bit, and then I was just like,
You had a CDL?
yeah.
But damn, you done had a whole lot of jobs.
Oh, God, what the fuck?
I'm just trying to figure out what made you decide that you wanted to be a firefighter, though.
Nothing.
You just had some time on your hands.
Now, I had some extra time, and I went and I passed the little physical test, and they kept calling me back. And then they gave me the job, and I was like, boy, y'all tripping.
What nigga
Definitely
said?
not built for this, man.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Oh God.
Right, absolutely. Now that was one of those jobs that was fun. And it really helped me jump the comedy off because I met a lot of people and they used to always just like call me to come and turn the party up and talk and rap and all that. So that was really how I built before social media. That was before I.
So when you drop off the pizza to the customers, were you joking with them then? Were you?
A lot of them guys, like, Like, it was like Deuce McAllister.
Okay.
He used to order a lot of pizzas and shit like that. You know, he ended up playing in the NFL for a long time. And then I met Eli Manning used to order a lot of pizza.
Damn.
So it was just I met a lot of people. I had a lot of partners who played football, so I knew everybody at Ole Miss. And we just go kick it and talk. And I was always known as that guy.
Now, I read the story that you had a partner that delivered pizza that got robbed by a little person. Was that you or your partner?
No, that was my partner, Roy.
He got robbed by a little person?
Absolutely.
How you get the drop on him?
Well, I don't know the details of the story, but once he was describing it,
right,
like the person to me, I was like, bro, we in a small town, we in Oxford. I know exactly who robbed you, but I couldn't tell you.
We in a small town.
It ain't but one of them in a small town.
It is two, but
okay.
It's two, and then they got a few sisters, so I know the sisters didn't do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Nah, it is crazy.
It's wild times out the old man.
You moved to Atlanta. How soon did you hit the comedy stage once you got to Atlanta?
I think it was maybe 3 weeks to a month. Started hitting this spot called Twisted Taco, me and my man Clayton English. And that was in 05, and we've been doing it ever since.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you remember, so that was that the main reason that you left Oxford, was to come to Atlanta to do comedy? Because that's Atlanta's the biggest city in the Southeast, so you figure, like, you know what, if I go to Atlanta, that's probably where I'm gonna get my big
Music producers, here's a quick tip to transform any sound or sample within Output Arcade. First, find a sampler kit
break.
Man, once you hit Atlanta and you see that nightlife, you just kind of find any kind of way to
stay here.
Man, there was so much going on in Atlanta. It was Magic City Mondays, and Big Meech was still out, and everything was
popping.
It was Ferraris and Lamborghinis and all type of navigators. Oh, I gotta find something.
As a former NFL player, I know a thing or two about high performance, and that's why I drive the BMW 7 Series. This car has everything I need. It's big enough, comfortable enough, and luxurious enough to meet even my high expectations. When I'm behind the wheel of the BMW, I'm not just driving a car, I'm driving legacy. What I love most is the precision engineering, cutting-edge technology, and unmatched style. Whether it's spacious interior, the powerful engine, or the smooth ride, BMW makes sure every detail is on point. I trust BMW to deliver the ultimate driving experience, and I know you will too. So why wait? Head over to BMWUSA.com. Check out models like the sporty X3.
Actually got on stage, you know. So the first time that I hit it, the adrenaline rush hit me, and I was like, "Oh, this is it." Because we went a couple weeks before we actually got on stage, you know, signed up, and then we saw a few casts, and then it's like, man, I can do this shit.
Right.
And then I got on, and it's just been a wrap ever since. Never got off.
How did growing up in Oxford prepare you? Because Oxford is a little different than Atlanta, especially when you brought your ass here.
Exactly. Everybody in Oxford funny. Everybody. I'm talking about, we got some of the best talkers in the world in Oxford, Mississippi. So it was a lot of pressure on that to be like, I got to talk better than the best shit talker that I know.
Right.
So that was the real pressure for me.
Did talking, you know, growing up, did that prepare you? Because it's different talking, going back and forth with somebody in the barbershop, or standing on the block going back and forth with somebody. Now you got to do a set. You got to do 15 minutes. You got to do 30 minutes. How different was it for you to, like, okay, I'm good at making people laugh, but I got to make people laugh for 30 minutes now?
Putting it all together was the hard part. And having just having enough to talk about was the challenge.
Right.
Putting it together, timing it out, and then you got to include the laughs. So I went on stage maybe for the first year or two, just like figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? I have a little set list of jokes or something like that I wanted to try out, what worked, what didn't. But you don't never scratch nothing. You just got to find a way to make it all the funny. Yeah.
So some people say, who was I talking to? I think it was Deion Cole said that he don't write anything. No, Marlon Wayans. Say, I don't write no jokes down. I just go up there and I just go. You said that you'd like have a little set, but how much do you write down, or do you have an idea in your mind like, okay, I'm going with this, and this tonight?
I would probably say, I break mine down into segments. I'll probably have like like a fourth of something that I wrote or something that I thought was funny. And then some of that you just gotta say it first.
Right.
Then some of it is something that you may be working on that, you know, you just tooling up. So you got 1, 2, 3. Then you just leave room for some improv.
Right.
But some comedians, they have the voice like a Deion Cole or Marlon Wayans or Corey Holcomb. They can tell you sometimes it's better to just say it and do it,
Right.
then write it.
Right.
Yeah.
I had Cat on, obviously, you know that.
Absolutely. That man, you got the comedy world in shambles right now, bro. Man, boy, that interview was explosive.
Before we get back to this, people got upset with me because Cat put a spotlight. Like, everybody telling jokes, everybody ain't friends. Everybody that's telling jokes, and so I think he put a spotlight on something that a whole lot of people didn't know, and maybe a lot of comedians didn't want people to know.
Yeah.
So they upset at Cat for opening Pandora's box. Did you know? You're in this arena. Did you know it was like that so many comedians kind of like beefing? I mean, not all, but there's this kind of animosity, this kind of beef between certain comedians?
Yeah, but it's in-house.
Okay.
It was nothing that he said that I've never heard.
You already knew, okay.
But it was mostly like, that's comedy club, green room, back room, that's between us.
Yeah.
So when he put it out in the public, and, you know, for him to be as big of a star as he is, ain't nobody get a chance to rebuttal.
Right.
And plus, it's hard when you come on a show like this and you talk and then your house ain't clean.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't think that that's over.
You don't think it's over?
I don't think that that's over. It's a few comedians that really upset about that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Steve Harvey not playing about that.
Yeah.
Earthquake mad about that. Ricky Smiley had just lost his son right around that time. So he took it a whole nother way.
I had Ricky on, I had Sid on, I had Steve on.
Lil Rel.
Yeah. Lil Rel came on after Cat.
Yeah.
And
they
so
went back and forth for a little bit.
Solving problems with your tools instead of technical problems? Let me guess. You spend hours a week updating status.
But for me, I don't understand. It's just my platform.
Right.
Like, you and I talking. If you say something, I don't know what you're gonna say. Why people get mad at me for what Carlos said?
I don't know. I don't know. But see, Cat, he's not around the comedy world.
No. He's to himself.
Tell them to like this video. Y'all tweaking. Go ahead and tap that like button for me. Bless us. As a token of my appreciation for my Snapchat followers, periodically I'm going to be
Tried to keep it from you, but you stole it. I ain't gonna hold you, bitch, you bogus. Bogus is here. Bitch, you bogus. Thought you was 100, but you folded.
on the last episode of Dragon Ball Z. Nah, but on the last episode of Black Talk Be Like Part 119, Part 28, Big Twine made another one of his appearances, popping up on me while I was in traffic. Actually gave me his blessing in dealing with Amber, but didn't quite show his support for me getting my get back for his death. After a long day with Amber, I was trying to have a simple evening with my girlfriend, but Amber found herself blowing my line down back to back. I had to keep acting like she wasn't calling even though she was. Eventually, I was forced to come up with a reason to leave the house so that I could take her call. Motherfuckers had to take the garbage out. The bag wasn't even full, but I had to do something or she was gonna keep calling over and over again. Once I finally got outside and answered her call, she ain't even want nothing, just being clingy and extra. Wanted to share this long story that I didn't care about.
Bro, that is your
had nothing to do with
business.
me. but I had to listen and play along so I can get off the phone. Even though I was outside for a little minute, luckily Tip didn't suspect nothing, and I was able to carry on with a relaxing and loving evening with my lady. Chopped it up with my pops, made sure he was good.
Lady number two.
Even
This number
planned
two.
to come see him the next day. Hopped in traffic with Amber. She wanted to go take me to visit her parents. Random run in with my girlfriend pulling up right next to us.
Shaky as hell, scared fuck. I would have been
what
shook.
they go ahead and do? Get behind us and throw the police lights on to pull us over. Amber just sitting there
Getting pulled
oblivious
over by
to the
your
end of
bitch
the
is
car
crazy.
while
Like
damn near about
imagine,
to choke.
imagine you cruising. Imagine you with your side bitch, but your side bitch think she your main bitch. Imagine your main bitch pull up right beside you. She ain't look to the left, and she ain't look to the right. She looking straight ahead, and you duck in between your knees to hide while your side bitch drive. What the fuck do you think would happen to you in that moment? Like, be for real. What do you think would happen in that moment? Like, he was a soldier for that one. We gotta give him a hand clap for that one. Gotta give him a hand clap for that one. We gotta see how it end, though. We gotta see how it end. Gotta give him a hand clap for that one. Cause this nigga was a soldier. He went dead between. I ain't ducking. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't ducking. If she look over, she look over. I just have to answer them questions. Cause ducking? You ducking? Really? Like what I say? What he say?
Really, nigga?
Nah, for real. Be for real, gang. Be for real.
By the grace of watery stool passing through Dr. Tuoli's intestines, a required reroute to the restroom made them pull off and abort mission. The closest call
He was
in
lucky
history.
as hell.
Eventually, we made it to Amber people crib. Her pops was definitely on some whole nother other shit with me.
He wasn't
Tried
fucking
to
with him.
sacrifice and feed me the pit bulls in a dough. Her OG,
I would've been in there with them joints.
She was cool. Her brother ain't really take to me too well, I ain't gonna lie.
Never do.
Pops ended up having me outside shoveling like I was some type of flunky.
He
At
was
the
the
end
goofy.
of it all, Amber invited me to her crib to cook for me at least, because I had definitely worked up an appetite, watched movies and all. Fell asleep and everything, woke up in a motherfucking panic because I was supposed to take Brazil somewhere. I get to the crib, deal with her not being able to find her shoes, told her we got to go. While I was outside waiting for her to get ready, I end up running into two little YNs. Come to find out,
Two
it was
little
actually
YNs, for
popping
sure.
up as
They
a result
popped
of
off
get
on
back
his
for
ass.
Lil King, because we had got into it a couple days ago. Motherfuckers get to blowing at each other. It's a whole shootout on the street.
Work today is broken.
Brazil got
We're all
hit.
working in
Long
too many
story
disconnected
short, Brazil
apps,
got
and
popped.
it's killing team productivity. But
Lil
for the
Shawty
first
got hit.
I'm talking about on that with me, really trying to catch a hat. I'm blowing back at they little lad. But in the midst of the most unfortunate timing, Brazil pop out in the midst of crossfire. She don't even hear the shots because she got her headphones on. I tried to holler
Tripping.
out to her and warn her, but everything happened so fast and it was too late.
Tripping.
They end up popping my
out
little
there.
sister
Yup.
and got right up out of there.
Yup.
Man down. A whole innocent bystander. Luckily, the ambulance
Yup.
came in a timely fashion, but we had to hurry to get Brazil to the hospital because she was bleeding profusely. While my little sister was fighting for her life, Lil King and his homie Noonie was in traffic trying to flee. Noonie already had a case he was fighting, so he couldn't afford to be jammed up in no other way. Not to mention, they was already riding around in a hot. Lil King didn't have a record, and he wasn't looking to start one neither. Safe to say, they was definitely panicking. Foot on the gas, eyes in the rear view. Lil King, what the, bro, your ass tweak. Noonie, cause you talking about, you said you want the slide, so we slid. Lil King, bro, you just supposed to spook dude. You weren't supposed to hit nobody. Noonie, man, this shouldn't have got to talk crazy, so it was that. Lil King, even if it was that, gang, you didn't hit him, you hit Shorty. Noonie, man, it is what it is. It be like that. Lil King, nah, it ain't like that, bro. You hit Brazil, what the? Noonie, man, niggas get shot every day. Beef, you talking about, I don't know that. Look, King, hell nah, gang, that ain't just anybody blood. What you talking about? Is you cool? Noonie, man, sis, when you get tender about some shit, I was out there standing on business. I don't care about nothing else. Look, King, I don't get no more, gang. Just take me to the crib. Noonie, damn, you can't come with me to put the car. What's to you, blood? Look, King, man, just take me to the crib, for Noonie, all right, I got you, blood. Chad. Look, King was too blue with his homie in real life. He belling the crib, take a seat on the couch, stressed out. The moment after, he get a text from this little situation. She, what you doing?
Now them put us in young nigga perspective. It's crazy.
Is you stupid? Don't play with me. He, I'm at the crib cooling, man. She, I wanna see you. He, I'm not in the mood right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. She, I'm outside right now. Getting the fuck? Exclamation. Look, King, hop up, step outside.
No.
Shorty was posted up, waiting a couple houses down. Look, King, hey, what's to you, Shorty? She, boy, what's to you? Why you been acting funny? Look, King, what you mean? I've been cool and yo, it's always tripping. She tripping. Yo, it's been replying slow, not answering my calls. Like, what's T? He, so this you pop up for? This you disturb my peace for to interrogate? She, I don't know who your situation is, but when I find out who she is, I'ma stump her up your ears together. He, man, your ass tweaking, man, whatever, money, I'm up out of here. And about face, she, yeah, all right, and pimp off. It ended up being a sleepless night for Lil King. Laying in a bed.
Young nigga perspective, damn.
Man just gone. His conscience was eating him alive about Brazil. Found himself sifting through memories that he had collected in a short period of time.
Sifting.
Reflecting on the moment he realized he really liked her. Buying her shoes and whatnot. Lil King wasn't gonna slip into slumber no time soon. Eventually he decided to just get up. Meanwhile, I'm at the hospital, sick as hell. I had been there for hours. 9 off, waking up, 9 off, waking up. Same visions playing over and over again in my head. The moment when Brazil actually got shot and watching her fall to the ground. You ever been soaked up about something you couldn't even cry? I kept tearing up, but tears weren't falling.
Yeah, that's a feeling can't nobody. Shot, if you ain't never been hit,
make it.
Yeah. If you ain't never been hit, you ain't gonna never know how this shit feel. I know how it feel for sure. I'd have been hit. And that shit do not feel good. I ain't gonna say it's just, it depends on how many times you got hit, depends on where you got hit. Like, no Diddy. Being shot, ain't it. Definitely ain't it.
Zell having a similar fate, Lord knows I wouldn't have been able to handle that. Through watery eyes, I end up peeping a nurse walk up. She, hey, my baby, is you Bartholomew Smith?
Bartholomew Smith.
She, I figured so. You been sleeping good. You been in and out like a roach under the refrigerator. With a deep sigh, yeah. It's been a long night for sure. She, I understand. Well, I just want to let you know that Brazil Marie, she's in good hands. We got her like all state. Not and not. Thank you. I appreciate that. You don't sound like you from here. Where you from? She, no baby, I'm not from here. I just moved here from New Orleans to get this traveling nurse job. Louisiana. That's what's up. So I guess you be tripping out, huh? She, you know I do a little 1, 2, a little trip, and got the hidden that shit. Chuckling. That's what's up. She, I know it's kind of hard for you to smile right now, so that's why I put a little grin on your face.
As an older adult, I didn't want to spend all my time binge watching television, so I said, let me go back to school. I have a son who actually also graduated from the Purdue Global.
Don't be like that. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that.
A gentle gesture, I appreciate it. She, if you don't mind me asking, what happened with your little sister? With a deep sigh, wrong place at the wrong time. But Motherfuckers gonna stand on business. It's all good. Well, at least she came to the right place at the right time, because if she would have came any later, we would have had a problem on our hands. Yeah. For sure. It's almost 4 in the morning. You should go home and get some rest. I keep in touch with you to tell you how she doing, my baby. A real one. I really appreciate you. Pulling my phone out. What's your line? My number is 504-321-96. Woo, da da da. Locking her in. I just text you, but I definitely appreciate you. And what's your name again? Well, I'm live. I knew something that could travel much faster. I up pipe. He ended up breaking into this little parking garage. Getting little. Don't worry about it. I found a position behind a car and get the blowing out. Fuck. He dipped in between 2 vessels just in time. Had me heated out. When I catch you, Ricky. Realizing I'm in a whole public parking garage, I bail. I'm in traffic on my way home thinking to myself, ain't no way I'm finna let Lil' King get away with that. Soon as Brazil get out the house, what's up? Hopefully you don't piss your golf, cause then he gonna be like, give me them titties back.